JokePit UK!
If no one's seen you before, how would you describe yourself to them off the bat, just so they get to know you straight away? Terrible, yeah.
No, it's a generalised kind of moan. I get on stage and have a moan about things.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had to describe it quite simply. Bit of a rant, bit of a moan. You know, really unhappy. It sounds hilarious, doesn't it? Cracking show.
Oh, so in terms of working styles, how do you... Are you a writer? Because I was talking to Sean Locke recently and I was like, I make stuff up I was like, what do you do? He goes, well, I write jokes. I actually do the work. Right. What is your kind of idea of what you do? I like to be very free. I like things to happen. Do you like to go in with an idea of what you're doing? Or?
Yeah, it's a split between all of it. Sometimes it's just a thought, and then I think it's, for me anyway, it's better not to write it out specifically, because I think once you say it, it comes out differently anyway, and it's always the bit people laugh at the thing you didn't expect them to. So really, I don't know what I'm doing, and it's a complete accident that I've ever come up with anything.
Because where am I?
Yeah, because the idea you think is like gold is just just dog shit.
Let's do the plug. Let's do the.
It's at the Stand at 8 o'clock every night. Stand 4, and every night. And I'm actually doing 2 shows, so I'm doing that every night, and I'm doing another show for 5 nights on the Free Fringe. Something called Freestival. Which is a new Free Fringe venue that seems to be going really well in terms of the lead up to Edinburgh, and that's on from the 18th to the 22nd. So I'm just doing that for 5 nights, and it's a show I did last year called Jack Spencer's Sex Addict. It's like a character show about a guy who he kind of thinks he's a stand-up, or he's wants to get into the media somehow. So he invents this thing that he's a sex addict. Although he doesn't think he's invented it, he thinks it's serious.
He thinks it's real.
Yeah, he thinks it's real, but he's just a kind of broad swipe at that kind of
Russell Brand.
not so much Russell Brand. It's just things that are it's things that are in the zeitgeist at the moment. And sex addiction seemed to be a thing. The perfect example of the basic point of the show is it's about that thing that where people think that they have to have something wrong with them and recover from it to be successful. You know that X Factor thing where they go.
It's a massive thing nowadays, isn't it?
Exactly right. But anyway, so that's that show, and it's it's quite graphic at times where he talks about his sex addiction. He's clearly not a sex addict, he just wanks a lot. But he can't make that connection in his head. But there's different set pieces in it, so he does what he thinks is a really deep one-man play, and then it's a 5 set piece in it, but it's really good. I was going to say that, I swear. Imagine it's really good. I didn't even think about it. I was going, it's really fucking good, so whatever, mate.
Are there any gigs you wanted to play at the Fringe? I like Late and Live is a famous one, Set List or other ones, there are some iconic-y type things.
I've done those sorts of gigs, but I'm always told it's a good thing to do, but actually sort of, it annoys me that
it's a good thing to do in a sense that people have done it before, isn't it?
I suppose so. Yeah.
Some sort of associative glory. I don't know where that comes from. Yeah. In terms of because you've done sketches as well. I've seen sketches on YouTube and acting and stand up and stuff. Is that something that's for the future, or is that just something to fill the days?
Yeah. No, I like doing. That's oblique. That's
just honest.
Yeah. I mean, if I could start that by saying, we will all one day die.
Let's get that clear right now, guys.
I like doing all of those things. I think it's quite an English thing to try and do one discipline. Like American comics just do a lot of different things, don't they? Like other. Right, yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like they do a character.
Yeah, they seem to have an acceptance of you being anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So just kind of do as many things. I think it's good to try and do a lot of things and fail.
You watch this in 10 years' time and you go, what do you want to do in the future? Just do as many things.
Yeah. I mean, for the last 10 minutes when I've been talking to you, at the back of my head, I've been talking to myself, going, "Why don't you just shut up, you cock?" to my own stupid responses. I just hate myself. I'm going to jump out that window in a minute.
It's only on the first floor. You'll probably be fine.
Yeah, just really pathetic. Just makes it worse. I've had enough. It's basically just tripping.
Just stepping out the door. Social links. Do you have any social links? Are you existing on
What do you mean,
platforms?
friends?
Yeah, do you have any friends?
No, I haven't got any social links. I'm total outside.
Facebook or anything? Like
No, social links. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. What? I don't want people.
You don't want people to find it.
No,
Okay.
I don't want people add me. No, that's the last thing I want. No.
Personal
Look,
Facebook, like a page.
I've got 11 followers on Twitter, and I'm happy with that. All right. Yeah, you can if you want. You know, at Green Alistair. That's my Twitter thing.
I love how embarrassed people get you. Like, if you want, you don't have to.
Yeah,
Like,
you can. I don't know what you want me to do. You know, I'm not funny on it.
That's great.
That's a new thing, isn't it? People are good on Twitter. That's a new thing I hear now.
People who are funny on Twitter. People who tweet a joke a day.
Right, but so-and-so's good on Twitter, isn't he?
Being good on Twitter is tweeting something that other people can claim ownership of, so you can't ever be truly unique. It's recycling at its best.
Yeah, but my Twitter feed is unremittingly bleak. I mean, I think my last tweet was, I've just ate half an onion from a fridge and immediately threw up in the kitchen sink. Because that is what just happened to me, and I thought that's how Twitter works. But that's what happened. I found an onion in the fridge, and I thought, I didn't want to cook anything. I thought, I might as well eat half an onion, and I was just eating it. I know, I was such an idiot, and I ate I took a bite of it, and immediately my, whatever you call it, gag reflex or whatever, I couldn't digest it, and I went, and I just went over the sink, and I just chucked up an onion straight away.
That's a tweet.
There you go. Send.
Why would you think just to make a meal? You've existed on this.
Well,
world.
the thing is, I was cooking something else, and
you were cooking half a pepper.
I'd already used up half an onion with the other thing, and I thought, why don't I just eat this onion?
Yeah, and some
like an
raw
apple.
Pasta, and just slab of butter.
Just what's wrong with raw chicken? I never understood why. It's like sushi, isn't it? Sushi for the sushi poultry. Let's have a bite of that.
That's great. Come and see much more like this. Edinburgh and live. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
JokePit UK.